Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting day in mathematics. Woo, woo. Warm-up number 8 is on the screen. By now, you guys should be experts at all those three. So let's get started, please. Right after, get some Cornell notes ready. Today, we're going to go a little bit faster, so make sure you're keeping up. And I'll give you more directions in regards to the home play, how to turn it in again today, including your science syllabus. Let's go. So, some of you are almost done with that warm-up. Also, if you're already done, to be ahead of the game, go to Canvas, turn in your science syllabus, and your home play from last night, which were only 2 problems. You guys know how to do that? Go to Canvas, go to our class, modules, and there should be a module called Intro to Stats, and in there you'll find the assignments. On the warm-up, please, so we can get the show on the road. Then we're going to have Aaron A. get us started. All right, Aaron A., what are the measures of central tendency? Mean, median, and mode. That is correct. All right, so first thing we do with data is set it in ascending order. So this becomes 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 13. So tell your neighbor what you got for the measures of central tendency for that data. Then Aaron A. is going to pass someone what you get for your measures on that. All right, Aaron, pass someone. Santiago? Mean. What is it? 5.85. Hands if you got 5.85. All right. How about median? What'd you get, Santi? 5. How about mode? No mode. Hands if you got that. Looks about right. Next, we need the IQR, which means we need all the Qs. So you remember what you got for Q1, Q2, and Q3. What'd you get for Q1, Q2, and Q3? And then Santi's going to pass it to someone. All right, Santi, pass someone. Mario, Q1. Let's start with Q2 first. Five, Q2. How about Q1? 3, and Q3? 9. Therefore, what is my IQR? Tell your neighbor the IQR. Mario's going to pass it to someone. What is our IQR? IQR. Carter, what'd you get? 9 minus 3 is 6. Hands, have you got that? That is correct. Let's go. Number 3, y equals mx plus b. Y equals blank x. You need a slope and a y-intercept. Tell your neighbor what you got for that equation. Then Carter's going to pass it to someone. We're rocking and rolling. All right, Carter, got someone? Cole, what'd you get for our y-intercept? Well, where does that line start? 2, that is correct. And what'd you get for the slope? A fraction form. So we're going from this point to this point. Let's see, this one starts at 3, and this one goes all the way to what? 1.5? Okay, but we'll leave it in fraction form. He said 1.5, but we'll leave it in fraction form. So from here to here is 3 up, is that correct? And then from here to here is from here to here, which is 2 steps that way. So it's 3 over 2, or 1.5. Thank you, Cole. Hands if you got something like that. All right, copy the agenda, please. Here we go. Warm-up number 8, two-way frequency tables. We're moving on today. And your home plate for tonight is 2 problems only. Copy that. All right, thank you, guys. So for tonight's home play, copy this code on your notes, DFNZ8, DFNZ8. So you can have access to the 2 problems for home play tonight. DFNZ8, that's for tonight. All right. Next, last night's home play looked like this, yes? So go to Canvas, make sure you turn that in. It should be under that only module that is uploaded so far. Yes, homework code DFNZ8, DFNZ8. And once again, you get home, you log on to Nearpod, type in the code, go through all the slides till you get to the home play. Do that on your paper, bring it back to the next day, and you take a picture here and turn it on Canvas, okay? So, your home play last night were those 2. Make sure you turn that in on Canvas, including your science syllabus. Tonight's home play looks like this. Woo-wee! Let's go! We got this. However, before we move on to the funner stuff, so far, for this school year, we've covered 3 major concepts, 3 main ideas. And we've been practicing those almost every day. Without looking at your notes, talk it over your neighbors, see if they remember what are the 3 major concepts we've covered so far. 3 major concepts. All right, looks like Mia's got it. Very good, Mia. I see you. All right. So, let's see. Give us one major concept, Dayeli. What did Mia say? Central tendencies. Yes, that is correct. Central tendencies. All right. Remind your neighbor how to find central tendency given a data set without looking at your notes. You should know that in your noodle by now. How do you find measure central tendency? All right. Thank you, guys. And give us another idea, Amelia. Another idea. Best fit line. Best fit lines. That is correct. Tell your neighbor without looking at your notes, if I was to give you some points, how do you get a best fit line and an equation for that? How do you do that? Go. Talk to your neighbor. All right, thank you. And it looks like Vanya's got the last one. What is our last one, Vanya? Box plots. That is correct. Remind your neighbor how to create a box plot. How do you create a box plot? What do you need? What information do you need from the data? Oh, yeah, we got this because Friday's coming. All right, here we go. Our objective for today, I can summarize data using frequency tables. We're moving on today to another major idea. I can summarize data using frequency tables. I can summarize data using frequency tables. I can summarize data using frequency tables. Tell your neighbor the main concept for today. Oh, of course. We got this. So the main concept is what? Frequency tables, yes. And what are we doing today? We're summarizing data. Okay. All right. So since we're going to be dealing with data the entire year, and I already started you with data from day one, I've been giving you data in different ways, with numbers. I've been giving you data with points and stuff like that. But today I'm going to clarify what data is. Okay, so writing utensils down, look up to the screen. Here we go. Students, we're going to be presenting this school year with data. Don't write this down. What is data? Whenever I talk about data, it's basically just facts or information. What are they? Facts or information. What are they? What is data? Facts or information. Now, the information could be given in different ways. Now, there's two major categories. They're called categorical or quantitative data. What's the difference from one to the other? Well, categorical cannot be expressed with numbers. Quantitative can be expressed with numbers. So do me a favor. On your paper, you're going to write the word data, and then write this box and that box underneath. And copy that information. Go. What I mean. Now, I don't know if you guys have these encounters at the malls, maybe outside of the valley, sometimes here, and there's people with clipboards always taking information down. Have you guys noticed that? And they ask questions, stuff like that. Well, what they're doing is getting data. Now, let me show you different types of data. Don't copy these. Just pay attention. Look up. Example 1A. We have a truck, a van, an SUV. Example 1B. We have red, black, white, purple, orange, blue. Example 1C. 12 ounce, 16 ounce, 24 ounce, 32 ounce, 64 ounce. Question. What kind of data is this, and this? Think about it. Don't say it out loud. On your screen, circle for each one of those what it is. What is the kind of data on your screen? Circle it, please. Is it categorical or quantitative? All right, share with your neighbor what you got. See if they agree with you. If not, give them $5. All right. Good conversations. Let's start with 1A, Araceli. What kind of data is that? Categorical. Hands if you agree with that. That is correct. Let's go to 1B. What kind of data is that? Austin S. Hands if you agree with that. That is correct. Last one. Santi, what kind of data is that? Quantitative. That is correct. Hands if you agree with that. Yes. Now, once again, make sure you tell your neighbor why each one of those are what they are, please, so that they understand. Pretty straightforward, right? Data with numbers, data without numbers. Straightforward. From 1 to 5, I'll compare you with data so far. Yeah, 5s. All right, let's move on. Get a FAIR model going. Now we're going to get into the lesson. Here we go. Frequency tables. Today's main idea, frequency tables. Today we're going to be looking at two types. I'm just going to first clarify what they are, and then we're going to go into the two types later. What are frequency tables, Mr. Q? Definition. Tables used to organize information. Once again, frequency table. are tables used to organize information that show how often data occurs. Write that down. Brandon Doherty's already done. My goodness, let's go. Woo-wee. All right, so what are frequency tables? They are tables used to organize information, but they show how often data occurs. So, writing utensils down, look up to the screen. You'll finish copying in a little bit. Y'all ready? Here it goes. I'm going to show you a table that is not a frequency table. I first need data first. Look up. This is not a frequency table. It's just a table showing me a bunch of data. What is the data about? Of me playing a basketball game and how I scored in that basketball game. So look, types of baskets made by Mr. Q by points. 1 point, 1 point, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, and 3. So how many types of baskets did I make, guys? 3 types, right? 1-pointers, 2-pointers, and 3-pointers. So now let me show you how I can organize this data into a frequency table. Look up to the screen. Stop tapping on the screen. I write basket type, 1-pointer, 2-pointers, 3-pointers. Frequency. Well, I go check. 1-pointers. How many 1-pointers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a frequency. How many 2-pointers? 6 of them. I count them. There they are. 3-pointers. 4 of them. This right here is a frequency table. Tell your neighbor why this one is and this one is not. Why is this one a frequency table and why is this one not? All right, copy that, please. Copy that on your notes. Once again, according to the definition, it says tables used to organize information that show how often data occurs. Does this one show how often data occurs? Yes, that's called what? Frequency. So do me a favor underneath on your definition, look up, underline where it says how often, and use this symbol. Tell your neighbor what that stands for. Frequency, that is correct. I'm going to be using that in shorthand once we get going. Okay? Once again, how often means frequency. Okay? So, just to clarify, let's show you another example. Here's a table. Period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shows the class. Tell your neighbor why this one is not a frequency table. Why is that one not a frequency table? Because it doesn't show what, everyone? Frequency, that is correct. It's just a list of classes. Doesn't show how often, like 3 times this person, it doesn't show the frequency. So, hashtag frequency tables are to organize information and to show frequency, Man, flies, they bug. All right, thank you for copying that down. So now let me show you an example of a one-way frequency table. Look up. Oh, the steps that we're going to take today is basically just organizing the information. We're going to be looking at a one-way or two-way frequency, and then we're going to summarize in a statement what we see with the data. Okay, here we go. Writing utensils down, look up to the screen. This is a one-way frequency table. Look up. Don't copy that. You're just paying attention. And it reads, use the categorical data. What kind of data? Categorical. Remind your neighbor why this is categorical, please. Why is that categorical? Because it doesn't involve what? Numbers. All right. So how do I take this data and make a frequency table? Well, first I look through it and find how many types of information I have. I have a bus, car, walk, car, bus, walk. It looks like only how many? 3. So I'm going to write bus, car, and you're just paying attention, walk. Let's look at the context. What does the table say? Ways students get to school. Okay? And now I start my frequency. Now check this out. Some of you, to keep track once we start getting bigger with a lot of data, start with tallies first. So let's see. Bus. 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 And bus. How many total frequency? 8. Some of us want to go a little bit faster to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by car. And walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how you fill out a one-way frequency table. Why only one way? Because it's going only one way. It's going that way. Only what? One way. Now, question. Look at the context was way students get to school, and look at the data that we found. Tell your neighbor a statement that you would write for that data. What is the statement that you would write for that data? Statement. All right, Aleshka, go. Most students go to school in what? By bus. 10 Q. Hands if you agree with that statement. Yeah. From 1 to 5, how comfortable are you with one-way frequency tables? 5, right? That's all it is. Straightforward. Okay? Question? No? We got it? Now, tell your neighbor what 10Q stands for, please. Thank you. Thank you. Copy this one on your notes, please. Example 2B. Don't copy all the data. Copy the frequency table to get started. I'm going to send this one to your screen on Nearpod so you can start crossing out the data and start getting your frequency down. Copy. All right, should be just about done by now. So, let's see, help me out with this one. David, how many different places? Which are? Donut, Johnny's, Mickey D's, Starbucks. All right. Yes? All right. Next, show your neighbor your frequency, and then Cole's going to give us the numbers that go there. Frequency. What'd you get for all of those? All right, Cole, go. All right, help him out, Austin T. $17. About Johnny's? Mario? 7. Mickey D's? Colleen? 5. About Starbucks? Brendan? 4. Conclusion. Tell your neighbor your conclusion for that data. Conclusion. Lourdes, what can you conclude? Most students buy food at Donut 10Q. And if you got that, everybody agree with that? Yes? So, one-way frequency tables from 1 to 5. How comfortable are you with these? Yeah, we got this, right? 5? All right. Which brings us, and send me your notes, please, which brings us to two-way frequency tables. Copy this one, please. Example 3A, copy that on your notes. Example 3A says, Mr. Q asks 195 of the students what kind of pet they prefer, dogs, cats, or other. Copy that. All right, as you're finishing copying that table, I want you to notice something. Does it look a little bit different from the one we started with? Yes, the one we started with was a one-way because we can go in this direction, look up, that direction. However, this one we can also total which way? That direction. That's why this one's called a what? Two-way frequency table. Two-way frequency table. Totals can go that way or this way. So, look up. I'm going to start with girls. How many total girls were asked the question about pets? Everyone? 100. Okay. So if I stick with this row right here, 10 prefer other type of pets, 30 prefer cats. Tell your neighbor how many prefer dogs, and tell them how you know. Yeah, everyone? 60. Fill that in, please. 60. Now let's see if it adds up the other way. What is 60 plus 85? 145. That is correct. Okay. Tell your neighbor what number goes right here. Tell them how you know. What number goes right there? How do you know? What number goes right there, Logan? 5. And how do we know? Because the total number of cats that people prefer was 35. That's 30, and that's 5. All right. Next. So out of the 195 students, how many were questioned that were boys? Tell your neighbor how you got that number. How many were boys? Everyone? 95. That is correct. So out of all the students, how many prefer other pets? How many prefer other pets other than cats and dogs? 15. That is correct. So now watch. This is the total of totals. It can be either this way or that way because it's a two-way. 100 plus 95 is 195, or 145 plus 35 plus 15 is 195. All right. However, look at the data. Dogs, cats, other. Write a statement of what you see in that data collection. Share it with your neighbor. Write a statement. Share it with your neighbor. What kind of statement are you going to make there? All right. All right, Melina. Statement. Most students prefer dogs. 10Q. Hands if you agree with that observation? Yep. Could you add other observations? Of course, but that's a good observation. So, students, from 1 to 5, how comfortable are you with a two-way frequency table? Yeah, we got this, right? All right. So, for those of you that are following on YouTube, I'm going to stop right there. You already have the code to go into the practice mode. So I'll stop the video. Talk to you guys later. Peace.